In a small village, a young man named Anand worked tirelessly for a strict boss. He had no family, no wealth, and lived a lonely life. Every night, he cooked his simple meal, but one chapati would always go missing. One night, determined to catch the thief, he stayed awake and saw a tiny mouse sneak in. But to his shock, the mouse spoke. "If you seek answers, go to the ashram of Gautama Buddha. There, you will find the wisdom you need." With nothing to lose, Anand set off on his journey. As Anand traveled, he met an old woman standing outside her small hut. "Young man," she pleaded, "my daughter has never spoken a single word in her life. If you meet the Buddha, please ask when she will speak." Anand agreed and continued his journey. Further down the road, he met a monk magician, who had been meditating for 1,000 years. "I have waited long to ascend to heaven, yet I remain bound to this earth. Ask the Buddha when my time will come." Anand promised to ask and walked on. Finally, by a great river, he saw a giant tortoise resting in the sun. "For centuries, I have dreamed of becoming a mighty dragon," the tortoise sighed. "When will I transform?" Anand assured the tortoise he would ask the Buddha. But deep in his heart, he had his own question, one that had troubled him since childhood. After a long journey, Anand finally reached the ashram, where Gautama Buddha sat peacefully under the Bodhi tree. "Master, I have come with 4 questions, but I have heard you will only answer 3. What shall I do?" Buddha smiled. "Choose wisely, my child." Anand hesitated. He had come for himself, but as he thought of the old woman's sorrow, the monk's patience, and the tortoise's longing, he made a decision. He let go of his own question and asked for them instead. "When will the tortoise become a dragon?" Buddha replied, "The tortoise waits for wings, not realizing that the river is his sky. If he enters the water and lets the current carry him, he will soar as no dragon ever could." "When will the monk ascend to heaven?" The monk has waited in stillness, but heaven is not found in waiting, it is found in action. The moment he uses his magic to help others, he will ascend. "When will the old woman's daughter speak?" The girl is not mute. Her words are trapped by her mother's fears. The moment the mother lets go of her worries and allows her daughter to experience life freely, she will speak. Anand bowed, thanking the Buddha, and made his way back. On his way home, Anand found the tortoise by the river. He shared Buddha's wisdom. The tortoise, finally understanding, slipped into the water. As the currents lifted him, he felt lighter than ever before, soaring through the river like a true dragon. Before disappearing into the depths, the tortoise left behind a chest filled with gold as a gift for Anand. Next, Anand found the monk. When the monk heard Buddha's words, he understood his mistake. That very day, he used his magic to help a blind traveler see. In that moment, his soul was freed, and he ascended to heaven. Before vanishing, he handed Anand his magical staff, granting him great power. Finally, Anand reached the old woman's home and shared Buddha's words. That very night, she let go of her fears, and the next morning, her daughter spoke her first words. In gratitude, the old woman offered Anand her daughter's hand in marriage. Anand, who had left with nothing, returned with wealth, power, and love, not because he had sought them, but because he had chosen to help others first. And in doing so, he realized that the question he had once carried in his heart no longer mattered. Moral: when you selflessly help others, life rewards you in ways you never expected.